Altergeist sleeps into action. It's actually really cool to see Marincess and, of course, Evil Twins as well. Make sure you guys smash the like and crap on that, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out on more content. So we have Geist to start things off with you today. And, we're just kind of pulling out all the stops for this. You have the Emulaf in here. You also have the Haunted Rock. And we're playing Revitalization in here as well. If there's anything that Altergeist Duelist have told me, it's you should not play all the bad cards. But this build does not give a crap, actually, because, well, you're playing Altergeist. you gotta, at this point in time, I think Altergeist, if you want to have success with this deck, you have got to be willing to experiment. You got to try out these ratios. You got to take in, you're playing things like Paraderator in here as well, which is really cool. I also love Waking the Dragon targets that we've got access to down here. God, imagine you just play against Geist, you Lightning Storm them. They're like, hee, and then you just get blasted by Last Warrior or Mr. Unaffected Falcon. Yep, what a way to lose the game. Next up here, we have Marincess, and of course, we're sporting off triple copies of the Trickstar Aqua Angel in here as well. Now, I'm not surprised to see that we're going with triple of these, because the rest of the Aqua or stuff that we've got going on, a little bit out of date in terms of, what this deck wants to be working with. But, hey, free extension. Card does a decent amount for the deck. And then, you're still just going down into the boss monster simulator down here. Pick your rank 4 and go. It always amazes me how many, odd little utility options that Marincess just has working for them. And I'm always going to be kind of intrigued by that. Also, one battle ocean. I remember how many times we've had to had the discussion about, well, is it a 2 battle ocean day or is it a 1 battle ocean day? 1, I think, for the current meta is fine. Well, you got some Evil Twin action, and of course, no matter what's going to happen with this deck, people are going to continue to bring the Fiendsmith package with this, because, once again, when you link one into, playing the game, it definitely does leave not an exciting taste in the community's mouth, for sure, but it's definitely one that, because you made such generic stuff and then you built this new engine off of writing the coattails of this, I understand, even in the small package here, that this is going to work. Also, one Shyama in here. Okay. You should be playing this, right? You're doing Fiend interactions, so perfectly makes sense. Also looks like we're doing one of each of these. I know a lot of people are like, oh, no, just do the 2. No, I think at this point in time, the 1-1 split's pretty cool. You just randomly lose to Bestials, I guess, though. Ooh, we have a more extended out Fiendsmith package here with Primite cards, and then we're just doing the TCG version of the LOL down here, which is, we're just playing the frickin' Harpies Featherstorms in this deck, actually taking advantage of the stupidity of this, because, if you have the Primite package, which, one, provides you with a very insanely strong backing for, interruptions, which is this card, we've seen how incredibly broken Drill Beam is as a card. And the fact that you can build in a turn skip into this deck because of playing the Harpy Lady with the Featherstorm, and then, it's all just kind of downhill from there. This is just free fodder for this deck. I can't believe that we actually get to see this seeing play. Also proves how stupid the Fiendsmith package can actually be. We've got some... Is this Magistus? Okay, well, I see a lot of the Magistus stuff, and then I see we're doing the White Forest stuff down here as well. So you're using the White Forest stuff, and it's kind of like the extra materials kind of get things off of the ground. Because the White Forest stuff, actually feels like it has a decent amount of synergy with the Magistus stuff. Because the whole objective here is you're just getting recurring bodies back on the field. You're using the, generated spells and traps to actually do things, which not really much of an issue, honestly. You got plenty of fodder for days. And then, of course, this package just puts bodies on the field. And then you're capitalizing on the fact that, you're putting the spells and traps up on the field so you can make things like Doom Dragon. And then from there, it's just, jumping off and going down the Synchro routes to, get to the big boss monster, Mr. Snake Eyes Execute Dragon. Interesting take, actually. No Borreload Savage needed for this, actually. All right, next up here we have, oh my, it is my old arch nemesis. I hate this deck, man, and it's all because of this stupid card right here. Simorgh being able to bust out the Wind Barrier statue was some of the most unfun Yu-Gi-Oh! I've ever had to deal with. And the fact that they were just super cool about this just made it so frustrating to deal with. Also, and Symbol Blue basically just being the free bounce machine every single turn was so frustrating. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with this deck anymore. But the fact that it showed up in the OCG, as a rogue option, also proves, Simorgh was, it's been okay. TCG cratered this thing straight off the map, and we never want to deal with this again. But, I guess I could see this coming back for us. Next up here, we have some Sky Striker interactions. Now, I guess the most exciting thing you're going to get in Striker is Floodgates. That's right. We can use Summon Limit to slow down the course of the game so we don't have to worry about our opponent actually, blowing us out. But then we still have Camellia out here as a card that I have no idea when in the world we're going to get this. But to be fair, if we do get Camellia, this is kind of like the final piece that makes Sky Striker good. Because if you have 3 or less spells in your graveyard, you can send a Sky Striker card from your deck to the graveyard. That's insane, man. It fixes so many problems that this deck has, and we still don't know when we're going to get this. So, outside of that, this is an incredibly basic Sky Striker package. You've got the upstarts, you've got all the standard stuff. There's not much to really say about this. Looks good to me. Next up here, the Golden Chicken Nugget Man himself. Back at it again. We've got the Power Sync Stones. Why in the world is Synchro Zone in here? Is this like an emergency button that you just kind of have to slam down if your opponent hits you into a really weird position? Because I guess having Synchro Zone on the field guarantees you that you can get a turn or two to kind of set up and do the thing. But then you can just Eldlich it off of the field, which means you're going to have enough resources in order to do that. Actually, that's kind of insane to think about, that you can sit back, chill on Synchro Zone, and then just clear up your opponent's field with the big Juggernaut Labby and just end the game that way. That's ingenious. Oh, man. Eldlich getting some of the dirtiest tricks on record out here to win the game. All right. I see we are just looking for the Yamadako Orochi out here to get to the Chang Yang so that we can do some stupid things. God, the triple Monster Gate, the triple Reasoning. You're going to be milling so much to get to you're just milling to get to the Yamadako Orochi. That's it. That's interesting. I guess if this card is that important to your strategy, also, things like this will eat up hand traps all day long. If your opponent sees a Reasoning, they're probably going to stop this. I can't imagine your opponent seeing this come down and okay, yeah, go ahead and resolve that. Because if this resolves, you're set up for the rest of the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because you'll just start the Runic farm, and then you'll just start drawing through the rest of the deck. I wonder if there was a time where he decked himself out and this was the bottom card on the deck variants. And then the last thing we have, first of all, Ice Barrier's cool. But what are you guys doing in here? We have a Horus package in here. I guess, are we not doing anything too big on the Synchro department? I see we have the Great Old Dragon in here, but I guess just to get access to the Zombie Vampire, just to get some milling action going. But even so, is that truly worth it? Maybe. And that's a cool idea, actually. Well, I mean, it's some ideas, but what do you guys think about these cool decks? Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys.
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.